get this to work. My man Diplomatic is here. Diplomat. Awesome.
Are we ready? Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm fantastic. I'm glad you can join, man. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know it was a little touch and go right there, but
yeah. Sorry about
yeah,
that, man. But
we totally figure it out, man. So
yes, we do. That's right. Yeah. What city are you in?
Right now, I'm out in Bakersfield, California. I'm originally from, I'm from LA, from South Central.
Okay.
My wife is from out here, and I needed to get away from the city to raise the kid. So
yeah, I hear you. Okay.
All the family is down there, down at Leimert Park, 48th and Crenshaw.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Broadway. So that's my stomping ground, which brings me like how we met. When I first met you, it was 2015. It was over at Leimert Park, and we were at the it was the rally for Trayvon Martin.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was. There was like a rally going on, I was like, to be full disclosure, I was fresh out of the pen.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been now 5 years. I have a story to tell, my own, you know what I mean, of redemption and all that.
Yes.
And so I had my first little smartphone, and I saw this cutting figure come walking by, and I said, "Who is that?" So I busted out my little camera phone and try to do impromptu discussion with you, and you did give me the time, and you did speak with me.
Okay.
And then we went to the rally and stuff, and Trayvon Martin's parents were there, the news media was there.
Wow.
And years passed, I went on with my life, and and then I found you again on Instagram. Matter of fact, it was my cousin. I had posted a picture of DangerMan in my stories, and my cousin was like, "Oh, I met him too," and he had posted a picture too, and I was like, "Man." And so I went to find. I said, "I wonder if he's on Instagram." And I found you, and I was like, "Okay." I found my man, the DangerMan.
Okay.
So,
man.
So that was like how we met. So
yeah.
DangerMan, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, of course, I'm DangerMan, the urban superhero, and I now kind of rephrase my name to the Black superhero, or DangerMan, the Black Superman. Okay. I got a new song out. Okay. And it's called "I'm DangerMan, the Black Superman." Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. And
Diplomatic, we got to work on that one.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've been DangerMan, a superhero, for 22 years. Okay.
Right.
And in fact, I'm the only Black owned and operated superhero brand in the world.
Amen.
And I'm from Detroit, born and raised in the Big D. Okay.
Really?
And then from Detroit, my parents took us and moved us to Denver because they were trying to get us away from all of the gangs and the drugs, because Detroit was a killing field at one time.
Yeah.
All right. And so they moved us to Denver, Colorado. Okay. And man, I did not like that move to go from the Big D to Denver, where it was the Mile High City, where it was cold as hell. Okay. And there was one Black person there, okay. But once we got there, there were 5 more Black people. Okay. Yeah. And so I was there.
That one Black person played for the Broncos.
That's right. Yeah. Right. And then he got kicked off the team. Okay.
He got kicked off the team.
Yeah. And so then we moved. Okay, so we stayed in Denver, and then in '96, I said, but earlier I had come to LA in the late '70s.
Yeah.
Did not like LA. Did not like anything about it. Okay. Right. And I said, no, I'm going back to the snow. Okay. Yeah. And then finally, in '96, I said, you know what? I had 2 businesses and I sold them. One was a security business. We did private investigations and security and all kind of stuff. Okay. And it was called Action Jackson Protection Services.
Hey, shout out to Carl Weathers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. and I owned a women's shoe store, okay, called Ira's Fine Shoes, okay. I got to play with the women's feet, okay.
Oh,
and make money, okay.
right.
Yeah, and so I sold both of those businesses and
Mm-hmm.
moved to LA because of the weather and to become an actor and do some comedy, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I got out of that city, and that's why I'm back here now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now the DangerMan, the black
The
superhero.
black Superman. The
Yeah,
black
so
Superman.
yeah, so DangerMan, like, just with everything that's going on, I've kind of like, I have an entertainment background myself, but for like the last 5 years, to kind of put that on the back burner to kind of like focus on like my solid life, a foundation of building a family, and that love their logo, and trying to do that. So moving forward, everything coming on, it's just so hard for me to be quiet and
Right.
not to like speak on something. And so I'm always just trying to, bounce ideas or just even tap into whatever, other people are thinking and stuff with the issue. So, I just had some, wanted to see if I could just run some questions by you.
Okay.
So let's see. When you saw the killing of George Floyd, what did you see?
Okay. Well, Brandon, I'm a law and order guy.
Right.
Okay. When I first, I had dreams of becoming an FBI agent.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Years, when I was in high school. Okay.
Right.
And because there weren't any black FBI agents, there was a show on TV called the FBI, like there is now, but there was no black people on it. Okay. And I said, I want to be a FBI agent. I want to have a gun and a badge, and I want to have my badge, and I'm going to come up to the bad guy and slam him on the forehead and put an imprint on my badge and let him know, I'm with the FBI and you're under arrest. Okay. And but because of my vision, which was not 20/20 corrected with corrected lenses, I couldn't join the FBI. All right. And so because of that, then I said, okay, I'm gonna have my own police department. And so I started my security business. Okay. And so I'm about people doing the right thing. Right. And and not breaking the law. But if you break the law, then you gotta fess up. Okay. You do the time, do the crime, do the time. Okay. Right. All right. And so when I saw this first, I was like, I was heartbroken. So, okay, here's another, another brother shot by the police. Okay. And I know a lot of police, and I used to, carry all kind of guns and do all kind of investigations. And I know sometimes, situations come up, and, they want to get home to their families and what they were doing. Okay. All right. But, a lot of times, most of these cops aren't trained. Okay. Because when I really looked at this and broke this down, I said, no way this brother should have gotten shot. Okay. Yeah.
Well, George Floyd was the man that was laying on the concrete and had the cop leaning on his neck.
Right. That's George. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. We got so many. I went from there to Atlanta. Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, George Floyd. Yeah. That was, to put their knee on that man's neck, was again, another case. But that was police misconduct to me. Okay. Because here you took a cop who had 17 or 18 bad, notes on his file, or that, and then 2 people he had shot before. Okay. Yeah. You're right. So this man, after about the first or second one, he should have been off the department. Okay?
Right. Shouldn't be there.
Yeah. And then those other cops should have stepped in and done something to stop it. Okay.
Yeah, and that's really what the jumping point off is.
That's not acceptable. Okay.
Right.
And we should be able, when we're, and also their lives weren't in danger. You know, cops say all the time, okay, you know, my life was in danger. Okay.
Right.
And so that's why I
This
did
is
it.
a fair point. You know, like you said, they want to go home to their family as well.
Right.
But, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
this
Because
is why we're paid to be trained to handle high stress
high
situations.
stress situations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when they walk up on a car that they're stopping on the freeway and the windows are dark, okay, and they're walking
Right.
up to that car to stop the person, they don't know who's behind. Somebody could be pointing a gun at them, you know, behind that dark glass, okay. And
Right.
but this wasn't that kind of case. They knew exactly who he was, and it seems like that cop knew him from the business that they worked as being security, okay. And
Right.
again, George Floyd, he should not have been killed, okay.
Right.
And
So
you know, these cases keep coming up, and
right.
they break my heart, because this is why I do what I do, okay.
Right.
You know, at 22 years ago, there was a shooting where a little girl got shot with her parents, okay, and they were driving, taking her to a birthday party. She was 4 years old, and a bullet went through the back window and killed this little girl in East Los Angeles.
Ooh.
And when I saw that case, I said, wow, here we are in the greatest country in the land, and our kids are in danger. Okay.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, I committed myself to doing something about it. Okay.
Right.
But then after that, every police shooting, I would start commenting, wait a minute. So this cop got shot, or the cop shot these people. Why is this? Why are they doing this? Okay. You know, and there used to be a TV show called T.J. Hooker. You remember that?
T.J. Hooker was Shatner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He never shot nobody. He had a nightstick, you know.
He slid around. He slid across the car.
That's right. And he beat you up with that
nobody.
with that nightstick, okay? You know.
Right.
And I know that was TV, but you know that's what can be done, because police officers are they're given, like, I think it's like 40 hours or 45 hours of baton training, okay?
Right.
And that baton training allows them to, you know, take out 2, 3, or 4 people, okay?
Right.
If they do it right. But a lot of these cops are lazy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of videos going around now too, just showing the difference between other races, non-blacks, that are, you know, resisting arrest and being still taken in, or even not even taken into custody and allowed to like jump back into a car and drive off and stuff. And the comparison is like, well, if that was a black person, it wouldn't have ended that way. So
right.
with, you know, you have all those things. So, you know, everything's jumped off, you know, after, you know, of course we got phones and, you know, we got internet, social media, and people are seeing what happened and what is this police brutality and excessive force and, you know, killings of unarmed handcuffed people. And so the streets are talking, this uprising across the world, you know, and so with that happening and stuff, this movement that is happening, this attention that we have with the Black Lives Matter and all this stuff to change, you know, laws and systematic oppression. One thing I have noticed and I have saw like floating around, I think it started like maybe on Snoop Dogg's post, was like that it said that all, you know, all black men should squash all beefs. What do you think? Is you agree, or is it time just to like fully just, you know, cut the crap? Let's all unite.
Yes, I agree with Snoop. We should, because, you know, we have a bigger enemy than ourselves. Okay. Right. We need to love one another and support one another. Okay.
Right.
And because we got, you know, these white cops that are out there, and they are bent to take us down. Okay. You know, and you know, there's a saying, people say, oh, you know, there's a few bad apples. This is more than bad apples. Okay. Right. It's what do you call that word? Systemic. I hate pronouncing it right. But, you know, there's I had back when I was in Denver and I had my security agency, there was a white cop who was, you know, he just wanted to take me out so bad. He was the license. He worked for the city and did the licensing, all our license applications and stuff. Okay. And, you know, I would go into his office. He'd call me in for some crap. And, you know, knew I had a concealed weapons permit. So when I come in his office, he said, well, first off, I want you to take your gun off and put it in the drawer. You know,
really?
He didn't feel comfortable with me sitting in his office talking to me
Wow.
wearing a gun like he's wearing a gun. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the first. That's the
Yeah.
first red flag.
Right. Right. And
Yeah.
so he was after me. He was trying to close my business down. Okay. And you know, it was harassment. Okay. You know. So and then we had a black mayor at the time. I went to his. He sent a couple of his cops over to have a conversation with this white boy and let him know that this was not going to be tolerated. Okay. You know. So yeah, we need to squash our bees so we can think.
Yeah, because that's one thing that's heartbreaking to me. Like with everything going on, I want to go to the store, see my brothers,
Right.
say what's up. I'm not tripping on you. If I'm nodding, it's not because I'm trying to say where you from. You know what I mean? It's like I just want to get along because you know the others they will look at that and see that, you know, see us at odds. But with that being said, what are your thoughts on the on Black Trump supporters?
Okay, so I know a few Black Trump supporters.
And everybody's free. Like, yeah, I come from a place that everybody doesn't have to be like-minded. I can understand that, you know, if you want to be a Republican or a Democrat, you may want small government, big government. It's America. You can have a choice. But it's just for this particular president. What are your thoughts on?
Okay, so there's one thing to be a Republican,
right?
Because you know, quiet as it's kept. You know, I voted Republican a bunch of years ago. Okay, all right, and but to be a Republican and support Donald Trump are two different things. Okay?
Yeah,
you know, because Donald Trump, the president, is stupid. Okay, you know, he's stupid, and he doesn't care about anything but, you know, his brand and who he is and how he's going to look, and you know, he doesn't care for you know for what makes people tick. Okay,
right.
and he doesn't care to inspire. He doesn't care about being a good role model or being inspiring to somebody or you know, helping him. He cares about Donald Trump. Okay,
right.
And his Trump supporters. And so the real Trump supporters, you know, are difficult people. Okay,
right.
And you know, they really love Trump. Okay, and they'll do anything that they'll do anything that is asked.
Because with Donald, it's like more that, you know, that he's a surrogate. Like he has these surrogates that are obviously racist, obviously are in his camp, and he doesn't condemn them. And so when you have like you know, Black Trump supporters that like are, hey, I love this, you know, this is my president, this, and he does so many for the Black community, but it's obviously he has no nothing bad to say about blatant racists. What is going on with the Black Trump supporters? Because, you know, you got like Candace Owens. I don't know if you know her. She's, you know, she's one of them. And like, again, you can have your own choice of opinions. So what she did that like recently was upsetting was she read out George Floyd's, you know, his rap sheet. You know, he did this, you know, he did that and this, that. But my thing is, like, if you're going to bring up someone else's their criminal history or what they've been arrested for or what they've been in prison for, you need to go all the way back to the trial itself, and you need to see if this person was actually tried fairly, were they convicted fairly, and was the sentence just. You know, because if you're just you know, because this country has a habit of just like locking people up for like minors, Black people from minor offenses and stuff, going into their life for record. So when like she did that, I was just like, well, that's kind of very flippant to go ahead and just like, you know, do that and talk about what he had done in the past, you know, without examining my man's case, because there's a lot of unfair. You can say a lot of people are convicted, but a lot of people have been convicted unfairly.
Right. And you know, when you do that, because there have been a number, not number, but all Black cases. Whenever Black people do something, they always and it looks like it's that they've gone off the ship. They go and they try to find something in their record, okay, something in their past, or say, oh well, so he got shot by the cops, but he has a prior conviction. Now that conviction could be 10, 20, 30 years old. Okay.
Right.
What did that have to do with him walking across the street and the cop drives up and shoots him? Okay.
Right.
You know, what about the cop's record? What about, so don't try to mix up why and get the wrong message why we're here. Why we're here? Because this cop had no concern of this young man's life. Okay. Right. And shot him. Okay.
It's purely based on hate, and it's very it's very it was painful. It was painful for me to come to that, to even just to see that, because I hold out hope, but then I even hold out that maybe even the president will wake up and smell the coffee one day and stuff. But just like, you really see what the importance is of having a president, a leader that will try to unify the country and denounce stupidity. If you keep letting it run rampant, you have guys like this that like, hey, I could do this. He was so cool and calm in his demeanor of just letting that man die. How important, DangerMan, will November be going out to vote? How important, and are we going to get the outcome that we need?
Okay, this November is the most important election of our lives. Okay, and we got to get everybody out to the poll. We got to drive people, fly people, put them on trains, buses. It doesn't, because this election, if we don't get Trump out of office, we are looking at 4 more years of worse. Okay. And so it's important, and I'm encouraging people every day to get out, vote, because it can and will make a difference. But we got to overwhelm the polls, okay? And we got to send a clear message to the White House that we will not tolerate your nonsense, okay?
And speaking, like, also with that in mind, dude, there's this whole thing that like Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, and she was on the Capitol recently, and her and Chuck Schumer, I didn't even know who they were because they was wearing their mask on.
Okay.
They're all messed up, and they had the kente cloths on, African kente cloths, and they were kneeling at the Capitol, social distancing. And it was like a photo op, the moment of silence and everything. And from both sides, from the left and the right, they've been getting like a whole bunch of crap or been dragged, which maybe they should be, because you guys are the people that are in power. The people in the streets are the ones that are doing the kneeling, doing the protesting. How about you guys, from both sides are saying, how about you guys go and maybe change the legislation, maybe make it a law to like, or make punishments harder for officers that do kill unarmed black men or use excessive force. But you guys are here, in front of cameras trying to, grandstand a little bit.
Right.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's fair?
I have some kente cloth. I haven't worn it for years. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get it out just because of this the protests and the shooting. Okay. So I really didn't, I thought that was a wasted moment. Okay.
Right.
All right. If you want to show us
a lot
where
of
your heart is, get out there and vote, encourage people to vote, and get us some powerful legislation. Don't go wearing these kente cloths. Think, oh my God, Nancy has on a kente cloth. Oh my God, don't we just love her support? That's BS.
That's for me. That wasn't the way to show that you're with us.
No. No.
Yeah.
You want to show you're with us? Walk over to the White House and call the president stupid. Okay.
It's about time to bang on it. So let me just with just moving on direction, because before all this happened, we were dealing with a pandemic, and I was just wondering, DangerMan, is COVID-19 over?
No, it's not over. Every day I'm doing these little beeps and telling people, wear your mask and social distance, because I'm telling you, they're opening up quick. And now I understand they want to get businesses back over and people want to have work, you know, they got their bills to pay. But it's one thing. And I was kind of sad today. I heard the latest count today, and there were 7 healthcare workers that died yesterday.
Man.
Healthcare workers. Okay.
Man.
And, you know, so, you know, people are dying, and we need to understand that this is no joke. Okay. And you need to, you know, going to the beach with a whole bunch of other people and protesting. The protests are fine, but wear your mask and don't get in them big crowds with people. Okay.
Keep the hand sanitizer nearby.
Yes.
I carry a bottle of alcohol, a spray bottle with pure alcohol. You know, it's hard. It could be hard on your hands, but just to spray off anything that may touch or whatever. But I'm not.
You know what? I did a YouTube video yesterday.
Yeah.
With a bottle of bleach. Okay.
Right.
And I told everybody, look, guys, this is bleach. It's to clean surfaces. Okay, wipe down the, you know, shelves and all that. Okay, and door handles. It is not to drink, and it is not to take a bath and spray your body.
Oh no, not at all. Because
people are doing that. It's not one for you, but people are doing that. People are spraying bleach on their bodies, and
they gonna stain their clothes. They don't say no.
And they're drinking it. I think they think that it's gonna whiten their teeth. Okay, but don't bleach.
It's gonna burn your gut and kill you.
That's right.
So,
okay. You know.
Yeah. This is my little alcohol bottle trick. I learned that from. I used to work at a strip club.
Okay.
That's how they used to clean everything. So that's why I was just like, that's how the best way. But David, I don't want to keep you too long. One last question. With everything that's going on, the COVID, with the civil, not civil unrest, but just, you know, protesting for equality, everything like that. What would you say to a kid, a child, you know, a young person that's seeing all this stuff, that's like maybe worried that, that the world is ending or anything, or just scared or whatever? What would you say to that child?
Okay, well, and I'm urging parents to do this. Talk to your kids at the end of the day or while they're watching this, to find out if they have questions, see if they understand what is happening and why it's happening. Okay, and let them know that we are a strong people, a proud people.
Amen.
And we have contributed so much to this country. Okay, and we shouldn't think any less of ourselves because of the way that we're treated by the police or society. Okay, because we are kings and we are queens and we are superheroes. Okay.
Amen.
And you know, and so
that's a good message.
Right. And they need to understand why and answer their questions. Okay. Because you know what shocked me? I got that information today about the Tulsa when they burned that city down. I saw more about that than I had ever seen in my life. And that, oh man, that broke my heart. I said, what? 300 Black Americans were killed?
Right.
Woo.
And we still persevere. We're still fighting for it. We're still trying to move forward. It's like Michael Chase said, the whole, people upset with the phrase Black Lives Matter and stuff. And it's just like, matter. We just matter. That, like, what's less than matter? We're starting at matter, and you guys are tripping on it. And a lot of people just got to understand that's the slogan. Black Lives Matter. It doesn't mean that, like, when people's like, all lives matter, this lives matter, it's like, which came first? Which slogan came first? So it's just a slogan. No one's trying to say we're better than you. Your life don't matter. It's just that right now we just want people to be civil.
Right. I tell people when I'm approached with that, they say, well, DangerMan, all lives matter. I said, wait a minute. In order for all lives to matter, Black lives have to matter first. Okay. Right. Because we have to, it teaches us in the Bible that we are our brother's keeper. Okay. And we cannot continue to treat Black people the way we treat them and not, and not have respect for them and then say all lives matter. Okay.
True. That's where you got to start. That's a great
That's
jumping
right.
point. And I think that's good places to go ahead and end this, DangerMan. I thank you for joining me. You've been an
Thank you.
excellent guest, man. We're going to definitely have to do that again. Thanks for
Okay.
everybody that joined us. DangerMan, I hope you have a great day. And thank you once again for your time.
Hey, and look out for my new film, DangerMan Returns. I mean, my new action film coming soon.
Hey, we got you, DangerMan. We're going to do this again, man. And
Okay.
that information, I'm going to send people to that link so we can go ahead and check that out.
Thank you, brother. All right. Stay strong. Okay. Peace. Bye-bye.